events in Charlotte, North Carolina, Las Vegas, Dearborn, Beijing, Toronto, Dubai, and Melbourne. In fact, Alan Mullally and Jim Farley are in China and making Mustang and other news at this week's auto show in Beijing. And we're here in New York, where it all began. As I just mentioned a few minutes ago in my opening keynote, the original Mustang was introduced to an audience of thousands at the 1964 World's Fair in Flushing Meadows, and to millions through television and international press events. Today, we all know Mustangs so well, it may be hard to imagine what a very new idea this car represented at that time. It was a true white space vehicle, a great-looking two-door hardtop or convertible with the flair of a European sports car, and possibly the longest list of options ever offered on any car, and a package easily worth $3,000, all for a surprisingly low starting price of just $2,300 and change. People knew they wanted a Mustang even before the wraps came off. Letters poured in from high schoolers exclaiming that Mustang was better than Elvis and the Beatles, and from adults who were ready to order it sight unseen. So what does it take for a car to create excitement like that? Well, of course, great looks aside, Mustang happened to fit right in with the rising tide of optimism that was taking hold in the 1960s, promising new horizons of possibility and freedom. As we said at the introduction, we don't claim that this car can be all things to all people, but we do believe Mustang will be more things to more people than any other automobile on the road. Mustang's earliest advertisement built on that theme of almost infinite versatility. It was a car that appealed to people everywhere, to women, to families, and yes, it was also a race-ready sports car. Mustang truly was, and still is, a lot of different things to a lot of different people. And over the last 50 years, that passion has never faded. Mustang has literally become a cultural icon, inspired rock songs, and is racking up more than 3,000 TV and movie credits. It's one of our best recognized and most highly regarded products, with almost universal familiarity and hugely favorable opinion. And we've sold more than 9 million of them to date, and won more than 6 million Facebook fans, with actually more than 1 million of them coming from Europe. Which shows that while Mustang might have always been available to the world, it has always belonged to the world. For fans all over the globe, Mustang embodies all that is special and unique about Ford vehicles. The passion, the performance, and true driving quality that is accessible to many and not just a few. It's a symbol of freedom and optimism, a way to escape the everyday and experience the thrill of the road. And now, with the One Ford plan driving the globalization of our business, we can offer the Mustang to all markets around the world. And I have to tell you, we can't wait to bring it to Europe and Asia next year. But today, we want to celebrate the world's enduring fascination with Mustang over the first 50 years. Our celebration began earlier this morning at the Empire State Building, where we relived one of Mustang's greatest moments. In 1965, Ford took the opportunity to display our new iconic car on the 86th floor observation deck of the world's most iconic building, the Empire State Building. No crane can reach those heights, so a team of Ford engineers performed a feat of technical artistry, precisely cutting apart the new Mustang so it could fit like puzzle pieces into the elevators, crate it up, and then reassemble back on the observation deck. And this morning, our engineers reenacted the feat. but this time with a significantly larger car, the all-new Mustang convertible, and under the pressure of a 6-hour time crunch. And as you can see, we pulled it off and lifted our 50-year celebration to historic heights. And Bill Ford was there to unveil the perfectly reassembled Mustang convertible. And this is just the first of many iconic landmarks that Mustang will be visiting as it makes its way around the world. In fact, its first stop in Europe will be at the UEFA Champions League final in Lisbon, where European customers will have the first chance to pre-order a new Mustang. So now it's time to mark this milestone in yet another way, with the introduction of a very special Mustang model that will be available only in limited numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ford Mustang 50-year limited edition.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bill Ford.